I only want to talk to you in person. Okay, look. Honeymoon phase. Okay? So, can you do the whistle?
Yeah.
Okay, honeymoon phase. Woo! And then... culture shock. Stop. You're looking down at your phone, so I know you're watching that instead of me.
I just have to make sure you're still on focus. I just have to make sure it's still you there.
It's still me. I'm not going anywhere. Okay, look. Culture shock.
Uh-huh.
You start seeing them for who they really are. You stop seeing that vision you make of me, or that they make of them. Whatever you want to say.
Okay.
And then, if you can get past that and you still kind of like them, if they don't repulse you and you don't feel like looking anywhere else, all your other options are unavailable, then you're like, okay, we can move past this. And then I guess, as long as no one else interferes, which is unlikely, it goes uphill. At least that's what people see. There's probably an invisible line of what's actually going on beneath the surface. Your second life and your double life.
Your second life and your double life.
I meant for your double life.
Oh.
Okay. Anyway, in all seriousness, culture shock, that's when it gets the worst. After 6 months, we're not there yet. We have that to look forward
Now,
to.
what part of the line are we on? I just want to know. Which part?
The trench!
We're on the trench.
This is
the...
where people get caught and they fill their own hole with water and they get stuck and they drowned. 99% of the time. I lost that chart.
Where did the going down part did I miss? Where did I miss us going downhill?
1 month.
1 month.
We reach our peak at 1 month.
Well, technically, we never started dating. Well, you never said it was okay.
I'm not saying we. I didn't make this chart. Psychologists made this chart for people universally.
Who made this chart?
Psychologists.
Oh, I thought you said collegists.
No, look. No.
Okay. So let's talk about the up and up now. Because there is part of an up and up.
Okay, if you don't fill your own hole with water and drowned in this trench, and no one else interferes, if everyone else is unavailable at this time and you're stuck.
You mean like to date? Or...
Yes.
Yeah.
So if all the girls that you're interested in aren't available.
The girls I'm interested in.
If they're not available, then this is me up here.
Are you trying to turn it so that it looks like it's going back down now?
No.
Because you keep...
I'm just trying to look at it.
Okay.
So then I'm up here. I have a rope. I'm already up there. You're stuck in your trench trying not to fall for other women. I have a rope. I'm like, come on, please latch on. I just want to be happy. Come on. You're like, Anyway. So as I'm pulling you up, then we go through the adjustment phase. Adjustment phase is when you start to adjust and you start getting used to each other, and then you're like, I guess I can do this for a while. I guess there's no one else, so I might as well adapt. And it starts to go uphill because you start to get used to it, and you start to coexist. And you're on autopilot, and the pilot just is up a little bit because they've fallen asleep at the wheel, so they're pulling up. And so you just naturally start autopiloting up, you know? Then, poop. Then, you finally wake up, you're like, shit. You try to balance yourself out. Then, usually, like I said, most charts.
So how does it end?
Okay.
Yeah, so what is the end? What does the end
Mastery.
say? Mastery.
You mastered the relationship, and you mastered living a double life. You mastered commitment, and you fell in love. And then it goes uphill, and that's when you make babies and you have a life together. After this
trench.
And you're stuck in the hole, drowning, and I fish you out.
So we're in the trench right now.
What are you trying to say?
Well, just asking because it said 1 month up there on the first curve before we went down. It's 1 month.
We're falling into the trench. We're not there yet.
So this chart isn't accurate.
Psychologists say it is. Psychologists understand our brain better than we do.
Each and every single brain thinks differently. Would you say that's true or false?
True.
Go back to that other one. I want to see the other one. Don't worry, they're not out.
Which one?
The one that you skipped over before because you said, oh, this is crap.
Oh, it's the same. Just,
No,
well, no, this one says that honeymoon. It's literally the same. Honeymoon, 0 to 2 months.
Mm-hmm.
You make it past honeymoon phase, whenever.
Who breaks up before the honeymoon phase is over?
Not a lot of people.
Okay. So if you get out of the honeymoon phase.
Most people break up once they get out.
Okay. Alright. But you said if you make it out of that. I was just confused.
You're right, I'm sorry.
Okay.
When you make it out.
Okay, alright.
When you get out of the honeymoon phase.
Well, I've just got so much going through my head at this moment, trying to figure out how this relates to our relationship that...
We're going downhill.
Okay, I got that now.
You're going to be stuck in a trench. And you're not going to let me fish you out. Because, like I said, the only way you go back up is if no one else is there to pull you into their honeymoon phase. So, why climb back up and go through this when you can just go back to where you came from? So, we're about here.
I feel pretty good about that right now. If this is the lowest of the low.
We're here. Because technically you never asked me to be here. So we're not even
Actually,
dating.
yes, I asked.
No, you didn't. You said, would you ever date me? No, I didn't answer. That's not asking me.
That's because you wouldn't even hang out with me yet.
I was hanging out with you.
You would not go anywhere with me. Bug, relax.
It doesn't matter where you go. It's where we go together in conversation.
It's true. Meatball, come here. There's a fry. Be quiet.
Anyway, so we're here. You got about a couple weeks, psychologically speaking, till you're at the bottom. I have about anywhere up to 2 years to pull you out. There's a lot of girls that are going to be in and out of your life in the next 2 years. If I'm lucky, we'll get there. But I'm not good with luck. I've never won bingo, and I've never won a scratch off. Never had a Coca-Cola and got a free Coca-Cola. I won a Campbell shirt once. So, does that answer your question?
Some people aren't lucky, they're just good.
There's good people?
Yeah, there's good people that are lucky. Doesn't mean that they're good.
Mhm.